Hello, amazing art friends. Are you ready to study Picasso? Here we go. We are going to make a Picasso face. So get excited. We're going to make a portrait. Okay, albeit maybe not a self-portrait, but it could certainly be a portrait of somebody or a made-up person. Let's get started. The first thing you want to do is you want to make sure you have all the materials you need for today. You're going to want this piece of paper found in your art bag, also these 6 papers found in your art bag. You're going to need your stack of colored construction paper that came in your art box, and you should have received a big background paper to glue everything onto later, also in your art bag. We don't need this today, so let's put this off to the side for right now. And let's just start with this, the white piece of paper. I want for you to find a pair of scissors, and I'd like for you to cut out the neck, the eyes, and make a choice. Choice 1 face is more rectangular. Choice 2 for a face is more of an oval. If you look at this example, you'll see that the face used here was an oval, and then we used a couple pieces of paper to make it. You can see that we used 2 pieces of paper because one, the red one right here, is looking in this direction to the right. But if you focus on the purple side of the face, you'll see it looks more frontal, like it's looking right at you. So that's why we need to make a choice about the shape of the face. Make your choice now, cut out your shapes, and in a moment we'll talk about how to use these with our picture. Here we go. Okay, everybody, I have my face, my neck, and my 2 eyes. And right now this doesn't look anything like a Picasso picture or person. So let's figure out how we're going to start. What we want to do is we want to start with the face. I want for you to look in your packet of colored construction paper. And I want for you to pick out 2 colors, one for one side of the face and another for the other side of the face. Don't worry about the colors for the eyes, nose, and mouth right now. So I'll tell you that whatever 2 colors you pick for this, your eyes, nose, and mouth will not be these colors. So if that's something you want to take into consideration, then go ahead and do that. I can also tell you that depending on what color you got as a background paper, if you received one of these, you want to pick 2 colors that are different from that background color, just so you don't have a yellow face, for example, on a yellow background. See? All right, so I'm going to grab 2 different colors. I'm actually going to take the same 2 colors that I see on the example right here, because they'll work really well on yellow, so why not? Okay, we're going to move this off to the side, along with the neck and the eyes. We'll come back to those later. My background paper also needs to go off to the side for right now, and I just want to focus on the face. Alrighty. First thing we are going to do is we are going to decide which is going to be the side looking sideways, which is going to be the one that's in the front. I am going to do it just like the example. So if I want the purple to be the front part of the face, that's the paper I start with first. Here's what you do. You're going to need your face tracer, just the way it is, and you're going to need a pencil. You'll also need your scissors. The first thing you want to do is trace your face shape tracer right onto your paper as best you can. I did it right there in the middle. Now, go ahead and cut that out. Pause here if you're not done cutting and you're not ready to go to the next step. For the next step, I'm gonna put this to the side, take out my next one. I'm going to put my face tracer right in the middle of this one also, and trace and cut it out. Here we go. All right, everybody, pause right here if you still need some more time to cut it out. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to divide this in half, but we want to make a forehead, a nose, and then just a line coming down. We're going to put a mouth over it later, so we don't have to worry about lips and things on the red paper. How do we do it? Here's how. I'm actually going to grab a darker marker so you can see it really well. I'm going to start at the top and think about the forehead. I'm not going to make a big bulge for the forehead, but I do come out a little ways. Then I come in for the eye. I'll go out for the nose. If you would like to do this in pencil first, that's a good idea. When you get down to the bottom, don't forget to curve around for a chin. Then, go ahead and cut that out. Pause here if you are not ready to go on to the next step. We don't need this half of the paper anymore. I'm not going to throw it away though, because maybe I'll use it for something else later. Not in this project, but maybe something else. Find your big face picture paper. Find the other one that you made. Set your first half face on the other full face. That is how we are going to glue them together. Find your glue. You're going to want to glue onto the back of the first face. Hopefully my glue will work. Come on, glue. You can do it. That's really all you need. Don't go overkill with your glue. Put it right onto that first shape, just like that. I have some extra black line on there from my marker. That's okay. I'm not worried about it. I'm actually going to make that disappear later because I will be tracing over this with some black oil pastel. But that's another day. Okay, we're going to do one more thing and make the neck. So find your neck tracer. Here is where you're going to want to find all of these colors and your background. What we're going to do is make a neck for our person. We want to use a color we haven't used yet. And right now we know that our face is going to go onto this big color. Let's see, I've already used purple, I've already used red, and yellow's my background. So those I'm eliminating. What's left? Okay, I've got these. What do I want to use for a neck? Do I want to use the blue or save it for the lips? Do I want to use the green or save it for the hair or the eyes? It's up to you. Maybe I want to use the orange. I'm going to use the orange. I'm going to take my neck tracer. I line up the bottom with the bottom of the paper. That means that it's one less big line I have to deal with later. I'm going to trace my neck tracer. And then, I bet you already guessed what comes next. I'm going to cut it out. So here we go. Time to cut out the neck. Pause here if you're not ready for the next step. You're going to need your glue for the next step. Take the face, set it off to the side, find the neck. Put some glue on the back of the neck, and we're going to glue it at the bottom of the paper. I hope your background paper is going up and down. By the way, if you can't find your background paper, use a piece of paper from your construction paper pack. They're the same size. See that? Take the neck, line up the bottom of the neck with the bottom of the paper, just like that. Squish that glue. Find your face when you're ready. And again, if you want to pause right here, go ahead before I go to the next step. I'm going to put glue on the back of this head and glue the bottom of the face over the top of the neck, like this. I want to leave some room at the top for hair. So I'm covering up about this much of the neck, and that's okay. There we go. I also want to make sure I'm leaving the same amount of paper on either side of the face. There we go. Now I'm keeping my scraps from my neck. Do you know why? I might want to turn them into ears later. So I'm going to hold on to those and save them for a rainy day when I need some ears. That's all that we're going to do on this today. So I hope you had fun, and you'll get to do the rest on the next video. I'll see you there.